Hi, I'm Neeraj Poddar, the co-founder and chief chatterbox at MediaBox, and I represent DLC Global Marketing, Digital and PR Committee, and part of the Calcutta chapter. Today, I'm going to be talking about the power of collaborative marketing. Yeah, so collaborative marketing is about taking the initiative or marketing approach of your company and collaborating with another company which would have similar audience. So it could be as simple as a social media post or complicated as launching a new brand on a new product for the company. This ideally helps two companies come together on a common platform. Doesn't have to be competitive company, and this helps you leverage your brand, your product, your services in a smaller audience group where you don't need to spend a lot of money, energy, time to build up a new audience. You have a ready audience for the other brand which you're collaborating with, or the marketing reach of the other brand which you're collaborating with, to roll out your brand, your services, your products effectively. So why do we talk about collaborative marketing? Typically a new brand, new product, new service being launched in the market. We have a ready audience with of another brand, not could be a competitive brand, and we want to utilize how quickly we can reach out to the market. It could be a trial for a company, it could be a proper rollout for a brand. So we talk about getting two people, similar lines, having the similar kind of audience, could be kids, could be ladies, could be, larger ruler masses people. And we say, let's get together, let's reap the benefits of the collaborative brand which we want to tie up with and roll out. So this helps you reach out to the market faster, get customer awareness faster, get revenue generation easier. You have less amount of money being wasted, less amount of time being wasted, and you have less amount of human resources being wasted. So you typically bring to an advantage to a particular brand. Okay, I've got something. It could be sales benefit for them, it could be revenue benefit for them, or it could be, at the end of the day, something new adding to their customer portfolio. We tie them up together, obviously have set parameters of deliverables, do's and don'ts for each of the brand, how they're collaborating, how they're executing, what are they getting on table, who's planning what, who's delivering what, all that done. But this at the end of the day drives new customer revenue streams, newer market, faster reach out. That's why we say get into a collaborative marketing. That's how you can utilize the best of each of these brands and take it ahead. Today we are working with a lot of startups. Everybody is getting into startups, a lot of jobs. And these startups are obviously bootstrapped. They're low on budgets, how to go about it. They're coming up with innovative ideas and fantastic work they're doing. So we guide them a lot. We are working with a lot of, angel funding investors and other things like that, and get on board with them and tell them, listen, you have your budgets, you have your, core. Your core is to develop good products to deliver to the people, or could be services, or could be, some niche which you're getting, could be in the health sector or otherwise. Don't look at spending on marketing the money which you could have used in research, reaching out to other people. Look at it in such a way, tie up with somebody who's not competing or is not going to overpower you, get in tie up with them, broad lines defined, reach out with them, reach to your customer, reach to your target, work towards them and get to benefits of it. The collaboration has to be in such a way that your core has to reach out to them. You obviously know somebody's infrastructure is there which will help you build up. It's not always about payment, it's not always about monetary benefits to the other brand. The other brand could be looking at a long-term goal with you. They could tomorrow just buy you over or invest in your company if they really find you good. So always be open to collaborations, always be open to working on other people's back. People say, no, don't put your gun on the other person's shoulder. No, this is not holding a gun on other person's shoulder. This is like hand holding somebody. Like a kid requires a father's hand to move ahead. Later on, the father requires the kid's hand to walk at the old age. But that doesn't mean you plan something right now and get that executed. It could be as simple as holding a kid, making him cross the road. That could a bigger brand do to you, your startup, your product, your service. So how do we take the collaborative marketing, collaboration promotion, or brand collaborative launch? Typically, we need to understand what are we looking out for in the collaboration, or what are we wanting a brand to be doing in a collaboration with the next brand. So today we've seen, Sabyasachi, the famous designer, collaborating with H&M. He's collaborated with multiple brands. Why are people collaborating? It's not only for reaching a new audience, or not only for getting revenue, or not only for getting visibility. It's a lot more. The brand wants to do something for a different reason they get into. Like, take it if somebody is going to be launching a product in a Kharagpur or could be a Behrampur in Odisha. So they want local connect there. They want local presence there. They want local people to be having eyeballs on the new brand and new launches which they have. So that's where localized collaboration matters. You cannot have a collaborating person, or could be a collaborating actor or a star power who you collaborate with. It's a typical collaboration. It could be an endorsement, but it's a collaboration. So you cannot have somebody from a Bollywood trying to push in a product in Behrampur, where in Odisha, Odia movie industry is strong, or could be a Bengali movie industry is strong. We need local real-time collaboration. So we need to be true to a brand. What are we looking for? What are we expecting? What is the goal that we want to reach out to in near terms? So that's how we need to work out a plan for collaboration. So everybody today jumps up and says, let's collaborate. There are bloggers, there are influencers, there are people around the country who will say, we want to collaborate with your brand. But is it actual that you collaborate with a brand? Is it they are the right audience? They are the people to take you to the right audience? Are they the ones who are going to effectively drive your brand into the market or to the eyeballs of the consumers? So how do we take this step forward? We start thinking like a customer. What does a customer want? What does a customer need? What does a customer, look out for a particular service which we are providing? Is it we are being able to pick the right customer? Are we reaching to the right customers? So I'll give you an example. We are working with this company 33 Interact from Bangalore. So wherein the customer is providing foot scan, foot-based, physiotherapy services. Could be for a golfer, a swimmer, a runner. So this customer basically has equipments and infrastructure which scans your foot, how your foot is working. There are multiple things to it. And, it's competing against other global footwear companies. So these global footwear companies have these scanners in their store where the customer is coming specifically for shoes to their store. So, they are looking out for reaching out to a mass audience. So what we've done with them, we've tied up with camps where, there are marathon training camps, there are swimming camps, there are squash camps, where they take an appointment, they fix up times, they go there, scan people's foot. So, typically what happens, you scan a foot, you know what kind of shoes to wear, what kind of running style I'm going wrong, what kind of footprints I'm spending wrong. So that's another level of collaboration, what we've done for, one of our clients. What happens? We've understood what a customer wants. A customer wants good shoes. It's not necessary I need to go to brand A, brand B, brand C. I would need anybody, but I need to understand what's my problem. So for that, I don't need to go to a particular shoe company. I could go to a physiotherapy center like a 33 Intact in Bangalore, which is doing crazy amount of good work. So, and I'm based out of Calcutta trying to promote them here and get them to be here. And I have collaborated with multiple people who are into these camps and coachings and everything. It doesn't have to be just marathon running. So people, got to my client and said, we are running so many marathons in the country. Why don't you tie up with us? So I said, why just marathon? So we need to understand who our true customers are. Customers are everywhere. So we have to get to them, and we have to get to their eyeballs, their doorstep, their places of comfort. So how do we get two brands together? Try and understand what is the clear objective which we are looking out for. It has to be mutual for both brands. It cannot be I running faster than my other brand and then it's going to lose focus, or I'm letting the other brand overpower me. So overpowering means the company completely takes over, understands everything. My client, my brand starts feeling diminished in front of them. No, we don't allow that. We set up standards. Okay, this is what we bring to the table. This is what you help me bring to the table. This is how we look at, reaching to customers or fulfilling your customers' outlook. It could be, something like I've worked with interior designers. So what we bring to the table, one interior designer who is expert in their work, who wants to showcase to a newer audience and then we tell the real estate builder, listen, you're going to be building up a model flat. I've got a customer who wants to do it for you. Why don't you collaborate? There are technicals. We don't get into the kind of financials for them because that's how they work on it. But clear goals need to be defined, that tomorrow, once you get into a collaborative relationship, you don't have a problem. The person doesn't say, okay, this wasn't done by me, this wasn't done by the other person. So you have a clear-cut exit route defined, you have a clear-cut role defined, you have a clear-cut execution plan defined. So definition of your goals have to be set up before you step forward into a collaborative mode. So while collaborative marketing has become a buzzword, it is, the go-to success route which people are looking at today. It's a highly overloaded, highly abused word also. A lot of people will come up to a brand and say, listen, come collaborate with me. I've got 10 million followers on my Instagram, 15 million followers on my Facebook. There are thousands of comments on my post. But should you jump to it? No. Look up, see the audience. What is it that they're bringing to the table? Collaboration is always not right. Collaborative marketing is always not perfect. You need to look at it not only as a selling point, you need to see, is my right target being addressed? Collaborating with a person who's not your consumer at the end of the day will not get you the kind of reach. That's where people with experience, knowledge, where we step in. Don't need to rush into any collaboration just for the sake of it. Don't let your brand lose the focus under somebody else's umbrella. You obviously want to see the sunshine at the end of the day. Collaboration is not always about sales. I don't think so how H&M is going to benefit in sales from a Sabyasachi collaboration. But it's more about visibility, more about reach, more about newer audience knowing about H&M. So always it doesn't have to come to numbers, comes to figures, comes to revenue, comes to profits, nothing. It is about what you have, your organizational goal, your brand goals, your visibility of your brand, where it should be reaching in 5, 6 months or 6 months time. You need to fix your realistic goals for your brands. It's a wonderful platform to collaborate, do marketing through collaborative marketing, through influencers, through handholding, through brand partnerships. Things are to be learned, experienced, and executed. So without burning, obviously, our pockets, we could reach out to our consumers. But it's not always a success thing. Collaboration is not always the thing and the main thing. But it is obviously an option available to people. So choose wisely, work wisely, and it's a good platform to be it. So at the end of it, I would like to thank DLC for giving me this platform to bring out my viewpoint on collaborative marketing. It was a great experience, and I obviously wonderfully look forward to all kind of activities and things which DLC has been doing. Thank you so much.